It's live stream recap time for January. Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. In some ways, there's not a huge amount to recap, but there is actually when I look over the notes and also compare off against some of the things that we're going to see on screen. Where does this all begin? Well, let's start with the promo code, because I think everybody that wants to kind of like know what the promo code, boom, there's the promo code for the people that want it, serve the people with the stuff. There's also, apart from that, and as I say, like use this kind of like completely lightly, there was not much to recap because this was a 30-minute pre-recorded stream, so you're not getting what you think you're getting out from this. The main thing is Summoner's Choice. Summoner's Choice 2025 is live at the moment. The process is pretty much straightforward. It has a little bit on the web store and a little bit in-game. Currently in-game, you've seen this. This is it on screen right now. This adds up over time, and you can get a high volume of, and of course those are the champions to vote for, characters to vote for to turn them into champions. The voting system will be in-game. There will be a bonus objective in order to get more votes to vote for your respective type of characters there, based on, of course, the ballots. There's going to be more available that are going to be within the web store. So you can go to the web store to vote for more if you so wish. That's good. And also there is, this is what the web store version looks like. I had to take a bit of a pause to this because I was like, what the heck? Hang on. Are we talking like you can pay your way? What is this? 1 7-star Valiant Summoner's Choice Selector. Okay, fine. I was getting worried, and I thought you could pay your way to buy more votes. No, this is a selector for those that want that 7-star version, obviously dependent on your progression. That's Valiant right there. So with that, what else was there talked about? Well, the Deathless Mausoleum. Funnily enough, if you go to the website right now, there is full details about the Deathless Mausoleum. I'm actually not sure what extra videos or types of videos I'm going to be making this weekend, because there just was not anything overly spicy. There might be some things to kind of go over, but there's not anything hugely spicy to kind of kick us off the new year. And maybe that's the point, isn't it? It's kind of like a little kind of like slow drip feed with it. So maybe I'll work on some other projects, or at least prep for some other projects next week. Anyway, the rewards and also the Deathless Mausoleum, which is how you get a Deathless Thanos, is a normal and hard. Of course, a lot of people will be going hard. That sounds wrong. You're getting 7-star Deathless Signature Stones, and that'll be on all paths, paths 1 to 4. The completion will be a 1 to 2 generic rank up gen, very helpful to help out for those that require the Deathless Thanos, especially on exploration, to go and do the Karina's challenge. Don't know what it's going to be difficulty wise, because nothing's really kind of given us the impression here. Even from like a little read, requires one of the Deathless champions to open. Okay. And in the other side are opponents that wait to be felled by the particular Deathless champion. There will be a challenge for both the 6-star version. So there you go. Both the 6-star version and the hard difficulty will reward 7-star version. So I have to see what this is going to be like. I think the drop for this is the 20th of January. Let's actually go with it. It'll probably drop like next week or something like that. The January 20th is reserved for the Deathless Saga, which will have you do raids against some of the updated champions. So there's some very weird kind of like things going on with this. I think Kabam are very much positioned. Nothing was mentioned, by the way, some of the buff champions that are coming in January. So Silver Sable, adjusted, Arcade, adjusted North Star, I think is the ones. So those weren't really mentioned, which I found a bit weird, but this is pre-recorded, so maybe some stuff was missed off of there because of it, depending on when Kabam actually put it in. There was also the mention of the Alliance War encounter. It was, roughly kind of like mentioned. It wasn't like actually mentioned. It was just Dave said, we've got the Alliance Wars showcase coming in, or encounter coming in at some point this month. So there's a lot of things to do here and there. Of course, we'll be doing a guide for that whenever that's released. So that's good to know. But then going back to this Deathless Saga, like it's just like a limited time only type thing. What those benefits will be, don't know, and whether or not it's going to be something you will see at the top when the saga goes. Like at the moment in game, if I can get rid of all of these screens and we go up to the top, we have got underneath here the Saga Champion boost. Now I thought that may be going out, and then maybe that there's going to be not that one actually, but the buffs to them are going to change, because at the moment you can see them in game. Isn't the glorious ones that they've got the emblem there? So however that's gonna last. Is it going to stay for this month? Is it going to go for partway through this month? But I have to see on those particular topics. Right, with all of that info out the way, and there's a ton. And just sealing off the Deathless stuff, something that wasn't put in the recap, but kind of in the live stream, but is something that's going to be of relevance, is the sort of tease of Aries. Deathless Aries. The reason I say Deathless Aries is because this is taken from a little video that was done, a torment of the Deathless champions. You can see there they're centering around Deathless Thanos. But the weird thing that came up from this was right towards the end, not just like the build up to this, but the final part, which just had me kind of questioning a lot of stuff, which is here, like Aries with a Gatling gun. It's not the weirdest thing, because we've also seen, or minigun, however you want to call it. I've seen as well Odin with a minigun, so it's not like the realms are ridiculous. And as well, there's a little bit more to the Aries situation that meets the eye, with some footage and images and stuff I need to kind of dig up at some stage. But very weird overall to see Aries like this. I thought, first of all, it was Punisher, but it's not. It's Aries. So that's something that's very much Deathless orientated, and this is part of like phase 2 of the Deathless champions being put into game, because it's just the eyes, the giveaway is the eyes. All the Deathless champions seem to have is those red eyes. So I'm like, is that associated? Is it a boss? What is it? Is it a tease? Those are some things we just don't know just yet, but still very exciting nonetheless on all this stuff. What else? Well, we've got to go and look to the champions. So Okoye and Gentle. So I'm going to list off some stuff on Okoye and some interesting stuff that Karate Mike, Osiris Rex kind of let us know information wise. So on the topic of Okoye, it was said that, first of all, you hit the opponent to stack debuffs, push to 50 combos, you get a vicious passive which increases bleed and shock damage, throw an SP2 once it's ready, it will add on more debuffs, throw heavy to refresh, it'll take away your combos, so you'll need to build back up your combos, or just watch the defender melt in front of you. Ensnare will help for countering evade champs, not ridiculously but still good. Low crit numbers, but it's on debuff damage. She gets 3 slash of 5 deep wounds in her kit, and I think that's also she's able to strip down other masteries of other champions, but we'll talk a bit more about that I think tomorrow with the deep dives, and she's a good counter to Craven. But it's those debuff damage bits that look absolutely incredible, which a lot of us like to see. I do like some nice damaging debuffs, and yeah, of course, being a powerful Wakandan warrioress to come. Now we're going to go over and look at Gentles. So with Gentle, he is a mutant, and there is a little bit more to the champion on a ramp perspective. So, what have we got for you? Well, we've got Bleed immune to stun when parrying, hit defenders to gain muscle mass and put daunted on enemies, medium ending combos when enemy is not stunned to keep muscle mass paused. After every 15 hits, you go unstoppable, then you throw an SP1. You'll build back 5 muscle mass, and then heavy attack when possible, when not stunned, to pause muscle mass. The unstoppable will help with that. Build to SP2 when you launch. When unstoppable, you get a Reaver passive on enemy. Repeat process to knock out enemy. When facing skilled champions, when they are purifying a stun, you get unstoppable, indestructible, which you can see on screen right now. And against skills, he gets ramp muscle mass better, adds bonus daunted, and does nice SP2 crits, which you'll see on screen. And as well, Pursuit passive he gets from Bleed Immunity allows him to counter a lot of trigger evaders, including Bullseye, and he seems to have a good recommendation for Alliance Wars or Battlegrounds. So that's also very exciting to see some extra counters to Bullseye, and very much echoes home something I did say to you, which is you'll probably see counters to champions a lot more throughout future years. There will be a really, like Enchantress, this year I predict you'll see more counters to her that easily shut her down. And then we'll have an annoying defender, then we'll have a counter the next year. And the cycle repeats itself in the world of Marvel Contest Swipe and the Tap as well. So that's all well and good, and that unfortunately was the most interesting things and elements to come out from it. I think Kabam pre-recorded a lot of this so that it was to benefit them so they could take a break. I got nothing against that. That's life. Next year, one thing that I have found with this year is that, or going from December 2024 to 2025, is I felt quite burnt out. When I stopped kind of like creating content, break for Christmas Day, have a couple of breaks here and there with stuff, I felt that I lost my edge with stuff that I wanted to make. And then it's only, I think, by next month, I'll actually be like, boom, 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 let's do this and do this and do this. But either way, you know, it's fun to get to a good start. But Kabam never have like a big start to the year. It's normally like kind of like, well, we got this or this. And we got the Deathless Mausoleum and we got the Deathless Champions saga concluding. And that's exciting. I'm working hard towards that at the moment. I've got all my Deathless Champions. I'm ready to go. I want to do this Deathless Mausoleum. I want to do Necropolis. I don't really want to do Necropolis, but I have to do Necropolis because it is my only in to get a tier 7 basic, which I think that when we see 9.2, and the fact that there is no opportunity for rank 4 7-star materials here, you will have to do that. And whatever 9.2 is going to give when it comes to rewards, that again is going to be a big high factor to that. I don't want to offer any more kind of like extra dissectional stuff because it's pretty much covered. I welcome everybody to go and check out the Deathless Thanos Torment, Titan's Torment video, which I'll put a link to in the description if I remember to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing really overly spicy, events wise and details wise. Nothing's really kind of been added. Well, actually, something now has been added to that one with a bit more information. I've got to be very careful because Kabam do this. No, actually, we've covered a lot of the stuff. If there's anything that comes about from what Kabam have posted on the website, we'll cover a bit more. But we're donezo with the live stream recap. Thanks very much for watching this video. Check out some other content located on screen. Any more details and things to dissect will come very, very soon. Appreciate you all. See you soon. Bye-bye.